right, in this chapter, one of the things we're going to learn about is Venn diagrams. Okay, this is a Venn diagram. The U represents the universal set. That's everything in the square. The circle represents A. That's what's in set A. And this stands for A complement. We'll learn more about that in a minute. That's everything that's not in A. If two sets are completely separate, they're called disjoint. If one is inside the other, they call them proper. Okay, if A equals B, if they are equal, they're the exact same content. Everything is the same circle, okay? If they are two different sets but have common elements, okay, so this would be set A, this would be set B, but what's in the middle here is what's in set A and B. It's where they overlap. So let's look at example 2, part A. It says use the Venn diagram to determine the universal set. The universal set is everything you see. You see an A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. That's everything. Now what's in B? If you look at B, this circle is B. There's only 2 letters in it, D and E. Then it says the set of elements in A, but not in B. Okay, so here's A, B, C, D. But they said not in B. See how this one is in both? So you don't want to count that one. We would just look at A, B, C for that answer. Says the set of elements in U that are not in B. Okay, so we want the whole thing, but not in B. So that would be A, B, C, F, and G. And the last one says the set of elements in both A and B. Okay, here's A, here's B. The one that's in both is D. When we talk about complement of a set, again, the complement is everything that's not in A, and it's called A complement with a little hashtag. So all of this blue would be A complement. So let's look at this one. Universal set is 1 through 9. A is 1, 3, 4, 7. Okay, and they want us to find A complement. That's everything that's not in A. Okay, so we would mark out the 1, the 3, the 4, and the 7. And what's left would be 2, 5, 6, 8, and 9. That's what we have down here. Let's talk about 2 more words in this video. Intersection. Okay, this is the symbol for intersection. It's an upside down U. That means what they have in common. What is in both sets? This says X such that X is an element of A and X is an element of B. It is in both. Okay, so when we read this, it would be A and B. When you see that symbol, that means and. What is in A and B? So this one says you have 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and you want to intersect that with 6, 8, 10, 12. What is in both of them? The 8 and the 10 would be your answer. And there's supposed to be set brackets in here, you guys, but they did not copy over. So just pretend they're there, okay? So we have set 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and we want to see what it has in common. What's the intersection with 2, 4, 6, 8? So it has to be one and the other. Now they have nothing in common, so when there's nothing in common, there's a couple of things you can do. Mostly this textbook just uses no solution, okay? Nothing in common, a 0 with a line through it. You have to have the line through it, okay? Some textbooks will just use the little set brackets like this with nothing inside. They both mean empty set. And on part C, we have 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, so that's a set, and we want to intersect that with the empty set. What does it have in common with the empty set? Well, the empty set is empty, so it has nothing in common. Okay, so you just put the empty set symbol. Now let's talk about union. Union means it has to be in A or B. In other words, you're just putting them together. We're not talking about what they have in common. It's everything. It's X such that X is an element of A or X is an element of B. That little symbol means or. So let's look at this one. So we want to find each of the following unions. Here we have 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Here we have 6, 8, 10, 12. When you put those all together, you are left with 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And again, these should have set brackets, but it did not copy over on their PowerPoint. For part B, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, union 2, 4, 6, 8. Put them together and you end up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You do not have to put them all in order like that. They just choose to. On part C, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, you're going to union it with empty set. We're not adding anything to it. Empty set is empty. So we just end up with 1, 3, 5, 7, 9.